chaos and evil are not in control of your life. I mean, some of you have had so much trauma go down in your world. But it's not writing the final chapters of your story. And if you'd have been in our Lot family Sunday night, I think this happened in most Lot families. We asked a few people to share their stories of when they went from being an enemy of God to a friend of God, like we talked about last week. There were two ladies in particular that shared in our Lot family, and both of them shared about chaos and evil that had gone down in their life as young ladies. But listen, they also shared this. It wasn't the last word that defined their life. Jesus has been doing that, writing their story in the midst of chaos and evil. Chaos and evil will not define your life. Secondly, injustice is not going to control your life. Some of you have suffered more injustice than some of us in this room will ever know. Because of your last name, because of your skin color, because of where you were born, because of who you were born to. But injustice doesn't get the last word in your life. You are not in control of your life. Sometimes we think we are. I think that's the biggest struggle. We'll talk more about that, but you're not. You may be saying, well, man, is it just this some impersonal thing? Like God's like up there in the sky, we're puppets, he does what he wants with us? No, an impersonal fate is not in control of your life either. Your actions matter. All through the word, it says we're held accountable for how we live, and God weaves our actions into his divine will, and somehow he gets his way always at the end of it, but our actions matter. And so who's in charge of this whole world? What God says is a personal, loving, holy God is in control of all things. Now do this with me for just a minute. Take a look at the list and ask yourself, who do you want to be in control of this world? Let's go through the list. Do you really want chaos and evil control of the world? Like most of you go, no, I don't think I really vote for that one. We look at the second one. Do you want injustice to be in control of the world? No, but it sometimes feels like it is, isn't it? You really don't want impersonal fate. You don't want to just believe that you're just up to the whims of fate out there and that's what's going to happen in your life. It comes down to two. It comes down to a personal, loving, holy God or you. Those are the only two viable options pragmatically. Let's just talk about it for a second, right? The issue for most of us becomes this. I'm not really sure I want God to be in charge. I really want to believe like I have some kind of freedom to be in control of this world because I'm not sure I like the way God, going back to that whole we create an image of God and who we want him to be as opposed to who he is. And the battle for us is always going to be this. Are we going to believe that sovereign God is in charge of this world or we are? Because your only other option is just chaos and evil are running amok in this world. There's nothing we can do about it.